Space exploration is one of mankind's greatest achievements. Early humans have always looked to the skies for fundamental answers, and this is backed up by their early depictions of the universe. Since then, we've managed to create living spaces in zero gravity, including the International Space Station. The International Space Station can be used by all nations and governments in a joint effort for further research of space. Of course, attempting to understand a brave new frontier comes with a variety of strange and mysterious circumstances that researchers are still trying to better understand. One of these is the reports of strange objects that are being detected by the various space cameras attached to the International Space Station. In fact, just recently an object was seen leaving Earth's atmosphere, with the individual who captured the object saying this is quite a rare finding, as most of the objects that are seen via the International Space Station cameras are far off in the distance, but this one was close to the cameras and appears to show something leaving our atmosphere. The person behind the discovery said this was captured at 60 frames a second and only appears in one or two of the frames. This isn't the first time that a strange-looking object has approached the International Space Station, and there's some who've said that mysterious objects are interested in the ISS, and that if you're patient enough you can see mysterious lights approach the station as if they're inspecting it. Some online users said they were surprised the live feed wasn't cut off, saying that when strange objects sometimes appear close to the International Space Station, the live feed camera cuts out, stopping the general public from being able to observe the objects any further. But they did say that due to how quickly this happened, it's likely that most people wouldn't have noticed it. This object in particular though is an interesting one, because although amateur researchers have said that very strange objects can be seen around the ISS in a short amount of time, this is one of those times where the object is clearly visible. It's reported that a rocket was launched 4 days before this discovery was made, saying that the rocket launch happened on the Monday, while this was captured on Friday 4 days later. When the images were posted to social media, many couldn't agree on what the object was, noting that it must have been travelling incredibly fast to only appear in 1 or 2 frames. One user said the following: "Not only was this object moving very fast, but it's huge. This is one of the first times that we've seen something this big appear on the live cams. Normally when you see something close to the ISS, it's like an orb, which could be anything, and usually gets explained away as being something like space debris or light reflection. This one, on the other hand, actually looks like something big is flying out of our atmosphere. It reminds me of when you see a rocket break the cloud line, but in this case it can't have been a rocket because there would have been more images of it." End quote. Others carried on and said this isn't the first time that something strange has been detected by the ISS. The live footage from the International Space Station has often been used by some as proof that something strange is going on above us. For those unaware, the International Space Station has a variety of cameras to monitor spacewalks and other areas that need to be under 24-hour surveillance. This has allowed the agency to play the live footage on internet shows, websites, live television broadcasting and so on, and this is to help build up an interest in space, gather footage for people to see, or to even take up watching time on the public broadcasting network for the United States under the NASA administration. It's important to note that NASA officials have said they've never captured anything of interest close to the ISS, and all of these reports can be easily explained as things like space debris and camera anomalies. Interestingly though, it seems this attitude at NASA may be changing. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson has said that he wants the company to be more open about this topic, and said that NASA is being briefed about the topic of mysterious aircrafts. He said the following in regards to the increased reports of these mysterious flying aircrafts: "Now that I'm here at NASA, I've turned to our scientists and I've said, Would you, looking at it from a scientific standpoint, see if you can determine what these objects are, so that we can have a better idea? The bottom line is we want to know, and that's what we're trying to do. These comments have led some to think that NASA may be changing their attitude towards these sightings, and that they may be looking into these International Space Station anomalies with a more open mind. However, some were quickly disappointed when the space agency posted an update on their website. In July of 2021, NASA updated their website and talked about the unidentified aerial phenomena. They said the following on their website: "One of NASA's key goals is the search for life in the universe. To date, NASA is yet to find any credible evidence of extraterrestrial life, but NASA has long been exploring the solar system and beyond to help us answer fundamental questions, including whether we're alone in the universe." The agency's astrobiology program focuses on the origins, evolutions, and distribution of life beyond Earth. From studying water on Mars, probing promising ocean worlds such as Titan and Europa, to looking for biosignatures in the atmospheres of our cosmic neighborhood. NASA's current chief Bill Nelson did send out a message though, saying that he and NASA hope that these mysterious aircrafts don't belong to other countries. Bill Nelson said the following: "We hope it's not an adversary here on Earth that has that kind of technology." While talking about asteroids and what NASA will do if one is on a collision course with Earth, he openly talked about these mysterious aircrafts, saying the following: "Before we leave, I haven't even talked about the search for extraterrestrial life. What do you think we're doing on Mars? We're looking for life. This is part of NASA's mission. This is what the James Webb Telescope is going to be looking for. Are there other planets elsewhere that there is life? I know what you've seen is what those Navy pilots saw in 2004, and there have been over 300 sightings since then. I've talked to those pilots and they know they saw something, and their radars locked onto it, and then all of a sudden it was here, and then it was there, and they don't know what it was. We hope it's not an adversary here on Earth that has that kind of technology, but we know it's something, and so this is a mission we're constantly looking into. Who is out there? Who are we? How did we get here? How did we become as we are? How did we develop? How did we civilize? And are those same conditions out there in a universe that has billions of other suns in billions of other galaxies? It's so large I can't conceive it." So what do you make of this interesting photo, and what do you think it shows? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.